Yo, what's up guys? It's Ghostface Gaming here, back with a new video or stream, whenever you're watching it, but yeah, it's Monday. Sorry the stream is a little bit delayed. Was supposed to start at 5, but I'll be streaming till 7 anyway, so we'll have plenty of time to do this. So we're gonna go over the over yesterday's Minnesota Rokkr home series championship Sunday for the Call of Duty League, and we're gonna go over who won, what the results were, and all that. So I'm basically gonna do the same thing as last video, where I did radio play and commentated over it while playing the game. So let's get into it, guys, and let's have a good time. I'll be reading from the chat here and there, so feel free to talk if you guys want. Remember, leave a like on the video if you like it, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video, share with your friends, and let's get into this. So let's see. CDL. So yesterday, let's see, gotta find all the matches here, right here. So, looks like the first semifinals match, semifinals A, was the Los Angeles Guerrillas versus the Atlanta FaZe. So we'll start with that one, and there was a total of 3 matches yesterday, so won't nearly be as long as the last stream.
The Call of Duty League stands firmly against racism, inequality, and injustice.
Alright.
The keys to victory right now for Los Angeles Guerrillas, good search and destroy games. If we do go the mile to the game 5, I've got high hopes for these two teams here. High hopes. Oh yeah.
If we go to a game 5, it will be very, very interesting because. Chance, I know you've been kind of breaking down.
Alright, give me a second here, guys. Let me
you really do have two of the
load
best
up a bowl, and then we'll get to playing some Modern Warfare.
To say, or many will think it's absurd to say based on where LA Guerrillas are in the standings, but the truth is their search is very, very good.
Yeah, they came into the weekend, I think, the third best overall S&D record. Now they're undefeated this past weekend, like they're 5-0 right now. That's exactly how they beat the Huntsmen. They stole a respawn, they won those searches.
Alright, gents, I'm gonna actually go grab a game fuel, and
Actually, you know what, guys? I am gonna real quick make a party so that we aren't in here blasting CDL to everyone in the lobby. So let's create party, create. Alright guys, and there we go. Hopefully you guys can still hear me just fine. And let's get to it. Alright.
I will see you guys a little bit later on.
The first map is a hard point on Gunrunner. Los Angeles Guerrillas versus Atlanta FaZe.
CDL Sunday, and this one again could be an interesting one. I'm praying it is. For me, if LA Guerrillas start strong to take the hard point, then we are in for an absolutely fantastic semi-final. But again, all eyes for me, realistically, will be on that search and destroy, that game too. I think that's where LA Guerrillas, we stressed it in the game fuel keys to victory, but they almost must win to make this semi-final interesting.
Yeah, I will say I don't entirely believe in the FaZe has been starting slow storyline, so I think the realistic way, the path for the Guerrillas to win this series, obviously win both the S&Ds, and I think map 4 is where they have the best opportunity, because the Guerrillas on this map, I think they're 1-8, which is not ideal, not great to slide it. Their domination, they haven't won one this weekend, so like they have been struggling in the respawns. The game 4 is where I think it has to happen, where they have a record of 4-4. That being said, if you do believe in the storyline that FaZe has been starting slow, if the girls were able to pull off this win, it would be massive.
Especially based on that record as well on this map. That's very, very poor. Was that 1-8 on the season?
Correct. So not yet, obviously not with this like current roster, but as
still,
a team, it's been a struggle.
As a core team, it's definitely been a struggle. Either way, The first hill almost coming to an end, about 15 seconds remaining, and credit to LA Gorillas. They managed to get control of this one for P2, so we might see them build a lead here.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. FaZe getting like a little bit of a chunk of time, but nothing we haven't seen before. Right now, it's just about the pressure game, whether or not the Gorillas can keep FaZe at bay. You see they got at least 3 bodies right now pushing at the bottom side of your minimap. Abizi obviously going to be the man that loves to lead the charge, and well, Blast Up Pop knows where he's going to be coming from, but you see those players, the movement is perfect, the slide to the box is safe.
Alright, you guys,
potentially
just
trying to be that cleanup crew.
pressing up the bud here and everything.
Simp is able to get a couple kills, one with the knife with the cherry on top, and the quad feed. We're trying to watch the Gorillas do anything, and Simp is killing them one by one.
The second kill was absurd, the third was ridiculous, and the fourth was just flat out disrespectful from Simp. It starts off 9 and 4. LA Gorillas, they had the rotation. FaZe break through. 20 seconds of scrap time.
Alright, you guys, we got the bull loaded. Let's take a hit and hop into some Call of Duty here.
Chad, I do want to say, if you see anything maybe just fundamentally wrong with the way LA Gorillas are playing this match between, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, because I mean, getting 4 pieces is obviously an issue, but more so big picture, it would be great just to kind of hear your thoughts on that as well.
Agreed. If I have the opportunity, I'll take it. Let's say first thing is, like, if Simp kills 1 person, make sure you kill him right away. Like, trades are important, and then if he kills 2, make sure you trade him on away, and so on and so forth. But either way, again, this is part of the reason why I'm not a believer in FaZe having slow starts at all. I just think it happened to be a situation where Dallas is incredible. They can beat him in any given moment, and then Seattle just played incredibly well for the first 2 series. But this is the type of FaZe you expect to see, and really at this point we're used to seeing.
Right.
I have no friends.
Sunday FaZe seems like they can breathe.
At least not online right now.
Wait and see if there's 20 seconds still on this hill.
And my regiment people are online. What's going on here?
The hill. And that final 15 seconds may actually be good for Atlanta.
Let's see.
Well,
oh, we're going to Gunrunner too, but
88 to 32 in favor of Atlanta FaZe. And they're ready and waiting on New Hill as well.
Oh yeah, and if you guys are watching the CDL matches on the website or on the Call of Duty companion app,
now of course you start moving
you can get free emblems, sprays, and
I will say has been playing fantastic this weekend, but he was buying low
from this weekend. I got all the teams
enough to actually provide him with the support. So the lone man in the hill, well, he does his job, but the rest of the team not really there, and Gold Blast is going to fall without getting too many more kills, and the pressure game from FaZe right now is just outstanding.
Got all the way up to Atlanta, and then you get double XP tokens and all that.
Yeah, they're dictating the pace, that's for sure.
So make sure you guys go check that out if you want.
I do think it's important
some free rewards in game.
Just how well Vivid has played, specifically him, throughout this weekend. He has been sensational. We need to turn things around here, otherwise they will simply run away with this game. Credit to LA though, they have managed to get at least a little bit of control over the spawns for New and for Atlanta FaZe. We'll see with 4 seconds left. They'll probably go for that final few scrap and push through, but really it's going to be Celium, the key player here for Atlanta.
And I think a big indication on that hill was purely just the speed of it, right? Like, you have Blast picking up a triple kill, you think that's good for a lot of time. FaZe is back in 5 seconds, and Gorillas just a little bit slower. Now, though, the full setup is going to be here from the side of Gorillas. They have a nice spread around the map. Celium is getting tagged up on his way around back, so obviously Nono is here. They're going to take him down, and so far, so good. You see in the feed right now, Gorillas potentially starting to heat up just a little bit.
Yep, this is going to be crucial time for me. Just close that gap once again. And then obviously you can get a good push through from P1 on our next rotation. Lock down the spawns for P2. Best case scenario for LA Gorillas to find yourself in the lead.
Let's go.
Actually, at the end of that second hill, but for now, Saint still inside the hill. He's had a fantastic return to competitive Call of Duty, if you will, this weekend. He's been looking great, as you would expect. I want to say do break through the final 9 seconds, but the map has flipped. LA Gorillas have control P2, but I feel like we bring it up every time we see this map now, Chance. P1 does have importance. You don't want to necessarily just give up all that time.
Yes, on this map specifically, it is the hill that gets touched the least in the entire game. I can't remember what the average was, but it was literally something like maybe 14 points in total get taken. I think the next least touched hill in the game was like 34 seconds or something like that. So teams really have not figured out a great way, at least not yet. A couple teams are getting better to wrap up a substantial amount of time. Again, that's just because how much pressure you put on trying to get the spawns, because as important as P1 I think can potentially be, P2 is obviously where all that money hill time is going to be at, also where the prime men might start to heat up just a little bit too.
Saints just flat out gun and puts him and the
Less than a minute.
Nice two-piece from him. However, it's simple. Potentially going to cause a massive problem here for LA Gorillas. A thorn in their side, if you will. He's managed to sneak all the way behind two players. No one had a line of sight on him, and he's ready and waiting in new. Blast had no idea to just ran straight through, and the problem may come here is where LA Gorillas are going to spawn. We'll wait and see. Well, it's a little wide, nothing maybe too crazy, but now they'll know Simpson's inside.
Now they're just going to be confused. Blast is saying, like, wait a minute, how long has he been here? Where did he come? And now he's going to fall. And, well, yes, they do get clearance towards the hill, but you actually see the split spawns coming in. It's effectively a foot race towards the hill from either side of it. So FaZe, the opportunity absolutely here to try to make the break. But credit to Blast, he's in the back. He's got that coverage. You see he's able to pick up at least one. The second line's up for him before the trades come in. But job well done. Now Aqua is able to flank out the player. Simp gonna get shot in the back because of it. So very nice job done, orchestrated. Yes, Simp did get through. That only cost maybe 3 or 4 seconds. After that, Gorilla's on point.
Yeah, some good recovery so far, but the job isn't done just yet. Atlanta FaZe protecting the hill. Major Maniac with the buddy hop out the back. He'll find himself a double, and then it's just a little too easy. LA Gorillas broken once again on P2. The final 15 to 20 seconds. Good for Atlanta FaZe. Here in game 1, chance, and more importantly, keeping the lead.
And they really are speedy too. Like, by the time I can break down, and it takes me, what, 10 seconds to do it, the first push getting stopped, FaZe has already had their second one they've gotten through. So, like, again, the speed of this team is so different. One of the things that was said at the very start of the year for these guys is it feels like there's 6 players on the map that you're going against. Like, there's always someone in your face, always someone aggressive, and if it's not coming from the front, now you got the flank coming in as well. I think that was what Priestess was able to get through the back. Now he's causing problems. He was able to pick up a triple, so it was one lone man on the flank that is able to decimate the entire side of Gorillas to allow his team to get the pressure from the front side of the map. So this is another hill where Gorillas won that rotation pretty consistently, or like pretty early, I should say.
I shouldn't have shot.
No time wasted. They get inside. They're disrupting that progress.
Shot so early.
Fantastic fight that you pointed out there from Priestess, who actually sits at 20 and 22. It's been a weird season, I feel like, for Priestess, because a lot of the hype has been really surrounding his teammates, but I believe Priestess has been putting in a good shit as well.
I shouldn't have shot like that. That was way too early.
We'll go back a couple seasons ago, and we'll know how impactful him is.
I should have just followed him in there and got a good shot.
By himself. He's having a relatively good map here, as well as
pull up and win.
Yeah, no, I assure you, there's no man on this FaZe roster that is going to be slacking off really at any point during the year. They're always going to be on point. If there was ever a moment where whoever the main slayer is having an off day, Priest will be the type of guy to come back and make up for it. So like, there's only so much that you can do, but realistically in this match, Gorillas are trying their best. They maybe had a couple hiccups, but it's just the pressure that haven't been quite on point. It is genuinely a lot to deal with, but to the credit inside this hill, they're doing a much better job this time around, and Saint on a force freak. He's got a little bit of teammate support around it. I mean, of course, this is the hill that we're getting ready to rotate to, where Gorillas had the most success they've had in the entire game.
I mean, I have to point out, Chance, that's 4. I think may even have to be 5 team kills that just occurred from LA Gorillas in the space of about 20 seconds. So, I mean, if you're trying to hold a hill, I recommend not killing your teammates. That might be step number 1 for LA Gorillas. Unfortunately for them, if they were able to hold that hill completely down, and then maybe this one, we could potentially see a comeback story. But the problem is the ease of which they've been broken throughout map number 1 has been just too simple for Atlanta FaZe. So, as much as I would love to start trying to sell maybe a comeback story, I just don't.
Are you serious?
At the same time, though, this is the most important hill of the game, right? These next 40 seconds go with the Gorillas. It's not quite tied up, but they're not in a terrible spot. But now you see FaZe, though, they know how important this hill is. They are taking their time setting 3 players all the way around that, trying to make sure that the bait and switch on point, or no bait needed. Celine can just do it himself. He's hitting from the side. His teammates are putting pressure in the back, and really, it's just a 1v2 left in the hill. Celine now has turned this into a 1v1, but he loses it to Decimate, so the Gorillas do a nice enough job again, getting close to tying this game up.
There's another pinch coming through the final 10 seconds. I think FaZe realize just how important that scrap time truly is. They will win those fights. Yes, LA Gorillas have small control for P2, but will the game even go to P2? Atlanta FaZe need 25 more points, and it will close out game number 1. Blast has been phenomenal for LA. He's to 31 and 21. He'll find another pick there. In fact, that's a double for Blast, as LA do control the hill. And maybe I'm starting to believe in the comeback story now, Chance. This is getting a little more interesting.
I mean, again, LA Gorillas, though, they're going to have to play it perfectly. They're in a great spot right now. Blast is nice and aggressive to be that slayer. He's got the cutoff. Really, FaZe all these players are going to cross his line of sight at some point, other than, well, the smoke's actually doing their job of cutting off. So great utility from FaZe, but the kill still by way of Gorillas. They've already made it to the point now where they pass. FaZe cannot win on this hill, and Gorillas have already started their setup for next. If they don't let anybody sneak through, if they can actually hold the P2, by God, Gorillas can win this.
That was flawless control right there from Black. You have to appreciate how far up he was pushed based on where his teammates were.
Sometimes,
sensational, but can he string that? Can LA turn it into potentially an upset here in game number 1? Well, the kill feed lights up purple, 230-211. We rotate to P2, where LA has controlled this hill every single rotation at the beginning, but every single rotation, Atlanta FaZe have found a way to break. They must do it again here, or LA will take game 1.
Can Gorillas fix their mistake and get a hold on this hill? You got the same type setup, 3 players surging through the right side train side of things. Selling gets cut down on one end, and well, Major Maniac is coming from the other. He finds one kill. He's got teammates in the back phase. They have the hill surrounded.
Oh, he's gonna go. 236-230. LA still inside the hill. Selim's gonna contest it. BZ's also hitting the flank, but LA, they put all their resources inside the hill. For FaZe, you have one final push. You swing the gunfight. The hit fires enough for Decimate. Beautifully done. Again, the push is coming through. Check the minimap. It's gonna be a BZ. Essentially, in a 1v4, he has the support of Selim, who's going to give away his position. You've got to push the hill with 2 seconds until the rotation. LA's ready and waiting, but Sif could potentially be disastrous here for LA Gorillas. Times it perfectly, slides it, but no! The gunfight's one from LA, and I cannot believe it! I didn't want to believe that
LA wins the first game 250 to...
Hold on. No, the gunfight's
250 to 239.
I cannot believe it! I didn't want to believe that was even possible based off how game 1 was going, but
LA Gorillas up 1-0 against Atlanta.
Final 3 or 4 hills, chance.
And I'm telling you, Ben, I genuinely think at this point, I'm starting to believe it. I
personally want to see.
Alright, next map for them is Search and Destroy on Piccadilly.
This is why I think we expected the searches in this series to just be
we're gonna lose
masterclass of the game mode, and why I personally want to see this go to a game 5. I think the more search we get in here in this series, the better. Plain and simple. But game 2 underway, and looking at Atlanta FaZe starting off on the attacking side. First blood already comes for Selly.
And FaZe does not strike me as a team to make minces and waste their first blood potential, so obviously a great start for them. Potentially Aqua might be able to make a play towards the A site just because you see the bomb is rotating towards B. If he gets up top, a couple players might be in his line of sight. Right now FaZe just playing for picks, waiting for that information.
Chelsea, round starting to develop. What's 55 seconds remain. Still, 5v4 in favor of Atlanta FaZe.
Wait a minute, is this the same people?
The sniper rifle.
I don't know.
And anything just yet. Aqua's sold job.
I don't know about that one, guys.
Bomb makes its way over towards B.
Oh no, that was hard point, wasn't it?
Very slow phases. Again, you talk about not necessarily always playing safe.
It said match had started, so I thought it was
to put themselves in the spot where you get 20 seconds to get the bomb down, and it has costed them at times. Now you see Vivid able to find his first pick of the map. It's a 4v4. Aqua has been in the power position the entire time, and you can see the pressure on the bomb to A. He's able to find the first pick and knows the bomb is going down. Selling though looks like he got out with his life.
Surprised Aqua actually didn't challenge, but he didn't necessarily need to. Discipline.
Search on St. Petrograd.
It's that man Vivid hitting the hot flank.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use 9p7.
He'll find himself a double. LA Gorillas, after losing a first blood within the first 10-15 seconds, respond perfectly. They'll wait until a couple of players can get their dead silence, of course, and they'll hop on the bomb, get that defuse, and of course, take round 1.
And I'm not one to try to give away too much, but again, I did talk about them scrimming S&D quite a bit, and I will say I think they might have the most interesting approach to search that I've heard from any pro team, potentially ever. And it's not that that's like
LA
a crazy
1-0
statement
against
Atlanta I think I just want to make the point and
search.
indicate like they have put the time in, and I think right now we're just seeing results from this squad.
That's what makes it so interesting comparatively to some of the other teams in the league. Search and Destroy is never really a game mode that's really practiced all that much, but LA Gorillas saying, well, no, we recognize our talent in that game mode. We're going to make sure we do everything we can to be a 2-5 and a steal a respawn type of team, which can have its ups and, of course, its downs, but so far this weekend it's worked out very well for LA. Vivid, by the way, started off round number 1, 3 kills to his name. So great start from him, as we mentioned, such an important part of LA Gorillas' success in this game mode already. Was bombed down. Atlanta FaZe looking to try and retake.
And now you got Celium on the Vivid flank, so to speak, and there's so many scopes on the map. Vivid, though, his next pick, he's got 4 kills. No sign of slowing down. Celium able to pick up 1. The bait was there, but Blast in a position to cover, but he doesn't finish the kill.
All he does now, though, is he quickly repeats. He recognizes Celium still back here. Meanwhile, on the other side, Simp says, I'm not sure what you're looking at, but he'll find that pick. It's going to leave, I believe, Saints and Blast. Now actually in a 2v1, because Blast popped up on the other side of the map. Saints wins the final gunfight. Blast had no right to win those gunfights, and he still managed to do so. LA pulled out a miracle that round.
And think about what we've seen on 2 back-to-back offensive rounds. FaZe, they got the first blood in the first round in the first 10 seconds. They did nothing on the map after that for maybe the next little minute. For just about a minute, and then they got picked apart, and Gorillas made no mistakes. This time, or at least last offensive round, bomb was planted in, what, 15 seconds, whatever it's going to be, and then all of a sudden, FaZe doesn't have a ton of map control. Everyone still spread across the map, and now they get less than 40 to try to get the retake when Gorillas get the setup they want. Just 2 beautiful rounds coming in from the Gorillas.
I think we're going to see FaZe adapting to get the faster push, and actually, yeah, they say that bomb already being planted over towards A, and I think LA is nice from A thought, well, FaZe might play this slow once again. As you pointed out, a fair amount of times we've casted them. They are a pretty slow team in Search, which is ironic enough. Bringing that late and getting the bomb down, but this time, bomb goes down very early, and the kill feed is all white for Atlanta. It's going to be all down to Decimate, a 1v4. Atlanta's hit their first round on the board here in game number 2.
And I would say it's a great thing that we didn't see it, because I'm pretty sure Celium just smoked Vivid. Celium, I think, was weak in the first gunfight. It was like right there to shoot him in the side on the cross, and then you look at feed. Nope, Celium showed up, made the bigger play. So you talk about a necessary adjustment, a nice bounce back round. That's a different sort of speed. That is a nice strat coming out of FaZe. And now you have to imagine what the Gorillas' setup will be 2 rounds from now, where they have to be concerned about the fast plant. And of course, the exact same thing can be said for FaZe on defense this round. They have to be concerned about that fast stage plant. You do not know what the Gorillas are going to throw.
LA Gorillas still up in game 2, 2-1, and of course, up in the series, 1-0. LA back onto the attack. Slow pace round from them this time. They're looking for a first blood, and it won't come. Actually coming for a Beezy. And Atlanta FaZe. Decimate falls early. And with a trade, nice snipe from Simp though. Aqua peaks for just a second, and it's enough for Simp to find the kill.
And now Vivid just getting caught out for free, slides straight to the pre-aim of Celium, and this is looking like FaZe with a very nice 2-round bounce back. Saints can't win the gunfight because there's about 3 players that he would have had to kill to get out with his life, and another good adjustment coming out of FaZe. They didn't have to worry about the fast push this time, and this time they make sure that they convert once they get those first bloods, and what you like to see, this is the type of S&D battle I think we can expect coming into the series.
Adjustments every round, it feels like, so far at least. We'll see if that continues. Atlanta back on the attack now. They've had 1 slow push, 1 fast push. Fast worked out, slow didn't. What will we see here? People have our stats as well. Decimate 0-3, still searching for his first kill in game number 2. On the flip side, selling 5.
I wish my teammates could hear my call outs.
But picking up that pace of 5-3. The LA Gorillas. First blood comes through for Priesta. And Saints, the trade is very, very quick, and Aqua up top finds himself a double. Nicely done.
And again, as much love, but we can so Vivid, the snipe from Blast on point, and Aqua showing up big as well. That's indeed the bread and butter for this team. And well, now of course just a very few players left alive, and by very few I mean Celium by his lonesome for the 1v4. Does have a fair bit of time on the clock to work with, but Vivid, well, gets him weak but not dead. But of course the trades are in. You see the angles that the Gorillas had. There was 2 different players who made sure that if they needed to pick up the cross, they absolutely could. And I would say as far as like S&D scrims go, there are certainly some maps that like you play it once or twice, you got a good feel for it. You really don't need to play it too much more if you don't want to. Like Cloud Peak is a great example of that. You get a feel for it quickly. Piccadilly, there's at least, I don't know, 6,000-7,000 angles that you have to be consciously aware of at any given time. Experience on this map goes a very long way, and I think that's honestly why a lot of teams just don't like to play it.
I will say I'm absolutely loving the fight between Vivid and Celium. Both players leading the charge for their respective teams, and they're both playing seemingly similar positions, or at least towards the late times. Vivid just flies straight out and he gets away with his life. There's a double, and he'll spot Celium as well. However, Abizi does find one. Celium shuts down Vivid again, However, Saints does manage to get a trade there onto a BZ. So after the flurry of gunfights, advantage, it was an advantage to LA Gorillas. LA also finds Decimate, so now 2v2 with 50 seconds on the clock.
Well, Saint, okay, someone was on the ground. I was about to say, they just walked directly past each other, but Saints, you could tell he heard this player go by. Selim doesn't seem to be as aware, but the issue for Saints, no dead silence. It's going to take you a year and a half before you can really make a play. But the good news is they're playing off the information well. Saints, if he knows that Selim is pushed over to this sore area, that means B has to be open for free, and he's got one angle covered. That means Blast, the only thing he has to do is pick up the backtrack of players that are going to be pulling, wrapping away the entire map, because Saints, well, he's got this covered.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen because you mentioned it earlier on. I saw it with Selim pushing, and he's done it again. He's won a gunfight he has no right to win. And Blast, now a 1v2. But look how fun. The pre-fire and auto mantle costs him at the end. Selim with the trade. Selim has been such a playmaker all season.
Wow, FaZe tied it up on the
again
search,
here in game 2
3-3.
twice already.
And then they just won against us. We're 4-1
I think that might be the difference between a good player and a great one right there. That is, Gorilla's doing everything right, top to bottom, just for Selim to just gun you right at the end. And of course, that ultimental at the end is very unfortunate for Blast, but either way, there have been many players on FaZe that are piping up Selim as the best player in the game.
That's why.
There's a moment like that is a great indication. To take for Selim, like, I don't know if you would ever expect necessarily for someone to be on those steps. Not when the bomb just gets planted on the other side. That is pure reaction time and gun skill. And then 3, that's not too bad.
It's ridiculous is what it is. The reaction time there is absolutely out of this world. And yeah, you're right, 10 and 3. Vivid doing his best to keep up. He sits at 8 and 5 again. The battle between those two has been so good so far. The Atlanta FaZe back on towards the attack. Blast will get picked. This time Simp plays a sort of different angle. I'm not sure Blast was expecting that. So advantage Atlanta FaZe. BZ will continue that advantage through, as will Priest. There are all players pushing forward.
Was he over there in that window, guys?
Priest is annoying, just like hiding in the back library. And a player eventually just runs past
Oh,
seeming
shit.
like a
Where
perfect
was
ground.
he?
Of course, Aqua's location has been known for quite some time. He plays roughly the same spot always. And, well, no hope of winning any of those gunfights while stunned. And the trade's assuredly going to come through. And, well, I don't necessarily want to get ahead of myself. It really does seem like a team where if in search, you make one mistake, that might just be the game. The previous round we saw might have just been that deciding factor.
I will say, I think same can be said for LA Gorillas, though this weekend specifically, they have been capitalizing on small little mistakes.
We're at 5-1.
Making comebacks in search and destroy. They've been down in a couple of them and still resilient enough to find the win. Decimate 1 and 5, still struggling though in game number 2. Atlanta FaZe with the advantage, 4-3 for LA. Back on the attack, they've gone to good old faithful, push A quickly, try and get bombed down as fast as possible, and play for your first plant, but a first blood comes through for a BB trade is there from Vivid. Vivid actually gets himself a double. Now he keeps finding the 2 pieces, I'll never know. He's done very, very well to stay alive.
Oh,
couple players on the cross as well. Simp gets a pick, but Aqua should at least spot out the information. So Vivid, he knows what him and Blast have to be working with, and well, that's the the extra guy they have the information on. The hit marker, well, it makes it difficult, but it's a 1v3 anyway. It would take some ridiculous antics for him to be able to pull this off. But you see that time ticking down. Gorillas again, not going to make any mistakes, not going to give Simp anything to work with. Tying this game back up.
Great decision just at the end. There's a challenge from either side of the statue, and well, the kill comes through. Simple fall. LA Gorillas again keeping it close, doing game 2.
It cannot be understated how important and pertinent, necessary it will be for the Gorillas, in my mind at least, to win this game. Obviously, maybe they proved us wrong by winning that first respawn, but that is not an expectation I expect to reoccur.
Did you not see the Florida Moon? Chance you don't go too well.
Maybe we're just testing the theory. Maybe FaZe talk to themselves and be like, how about we just reverse sweep everybody one at a time? Let's give it a shot. Let's have some fun. We got 190 CDL points. Like, what are we doing?
Well, there's a first couple of kills very, very quickly for Atlanta FaZe.
Search and destroy.
Decimate let's find one. However, still a lot of work to be done here in this round. That is going to help, though. Decimate just bounds up easy. All of a sudden, tied numbers, not for long. Wants Desi, finds the pick. Only Blast, 1v3. Selim finds him. Sellium shuts it down, and on the phase, up 5-4.
Yeah, it must be nice having Simp on your team. Like, you got the 5-8-3, and then like, oh god, some guy got 2 kills back-to-back, and Simp just goes, where is he? Oh yeah, I'll find him in a second. Just give me a moment, gets the pick almost immediately. And I think all of his kills this game, or no, I take that back. I think Simp has 1 pistol kill, excuse me. And I believe the rest are picks from Sniper, so putting on a little bit of Sniper show, but obviously Stellium still the main guy right now for FaZe.
To see how LA play this attack.
Well, I'm sucking it up as usual, guys. I'm sorry.
Something a little bit different. The real tail of this game too has been the slow push. He just hasn't worked out at all. He's forced the bomb in hand. Looked as if maybe he was going to try and fast push B. Not going to be the case. He does have teammates there, but Atlanta are reacting very, very quickly. Realizing there's no pressure at all over towards A. They've already sent 2 players to wrap fast over towards B, and there's the first blood for Atlanta FaZe in the driver's seat to close us out.
And you actually saw Saints try to throw the smoke off the rip. It hit a trophy. You don't get a smoke. Crossing is now incredibly difficult. So what might have been a thoughtful fast push to B, well, now you just can't. And you get first blooded. And it's not horrible if you're on defense and you get blooded because time is on your side, but that is not the case. You're on offense. Less than 45 seconds. You're a man down. Good luck. Have fun.
It is just creeping towards B, and he has snuck by a couple of players. He's going to spot Priester as well. Vivid's just been so mischievous. And he's somehow alive as well. Not even sure how he's been able to stay alive there.
Oh, alright.
I don't know. Against LA, 23 seconds. There's a pick from Simp. Well, now they have to try and deal with it. That's a freebie again for Vivid. It's been such a nuisance this round, but time is ticking. A BZ being forced to backtrack. Bomb is going down with 13 seconds left. LA Gorillas still with a chance to force a round 11. It's a 3v3. Decimate shuts down a BZ. 3v2. Simp and Major Maniac up for Atlanta FaZe. And maybe relying here on Simp to try and find a pick and then allow Major Maniac to push forward. But LA Gorillas, so resilient. Simp spotted by Saints, and that's the shots that Saints needs to hit. 3 versus 1 this round. Surely now. Won by LA. Surely now we go to a round 11.
And a couple interesting things about that round as we are getting down to the dirty of whether or not Gorillas are going to be able to pull this off. One, it incredibly annoys me that Saints challenged that gunfight and did so confidently and knew he could win it. MP5 is ridiculous. And the second note, by the way, Vivid apparently a wizard. He spent half that round one shot, never got taken down, playing every single angle perfectly. But then it all comes down to this: Gorillas on offense for the round 11. They try to throw a B look last time around, and well, it looks like they don't want to try that again. Back towards this A site.
Round 11. LA could potentially go 2-0 up. The first blood comes for Cellium. It's Decimate that falls. Vivid tagged up already. With 12 and 7 to be so important for LA that he does stay alive for as long as he possibly can this round. The stun, of course, will slow any potential push as Major Maniac looks over towards the site. Nothing there just yet. Again, still man advantage for Atlanta. Last bomb in hand hasn't pushed forward just yet, but now the push might start to come. But you have to win a couple of key fights here. If you're on the side of LA, smokes out on being planted. The cover from the teammates is there, so honestly, LA may actually get them down. They have. Atlanta still no response just yet. Priester through his shoulders. Vivid stays here. The challenge comes through for Major Maniac, though, and that's such an important pick. Now, 5 versus 3. The remaining LA players essentially pulling the flank come through. Such a well-executed retake by Atlanta FaZe. Oh, what a game of Search and Destroy.
What a game of Search and Destroy indeed. I think really, the entire thing, I think it comes down to that round where you had Gorillas win the 3v2.
Wow, FaZe won 6-5 in the
perfectly, and then
Search and Destroy on Piccadilly.
I'm good. I'm not losing this game right now. I'm going to turn up for the team. And FaZe, again, you talk about who the best S&D team in the game is. That's the type of game to make a statement of, like, it's still us. The Gorillas are catching up, but they are not quite there. Nice little game coming in from them.
Great moment,
but they didn't go down 0-2.
Less than a minute.
No one knows where it comes from. It's the fighting spirit. Ready to fight, whatever shape battle takes. As long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
Good that should be.
Yeah.
I thought that was
this next match for them
I don't think
is
that's what's holding anyone back.
domination on Hackney
Rivet needs to
Yard.
go to Celium and be like, all right, I'm great, but there's something a little bit extra. Maybe some of these guys got
Who knows? Selling just incredible talent that is really showcasing those skills this year. And, I know a lot of his teammates and coaching staff truly believe he is the best in the world, and we've seen glimpses of that really throughout the season. But Game 3 underway, and as we mentioned, the map record in Game 1 wasn't great, 1-8. But for a game of domination, I believe the record this weekend is they haven't won a single one. So winning one here against Atlanta FaZe would make this series very, very spicy.
0-3, but again, I mean, it can be said on pretty much domination maps as well. You can have a nice little run, and there could just be one moment in the game that goes your way. You turn it into a triple cap, great positioning, whatever it's going to be, and all of a sudden you set yourselves up for an extra 20 points. So I think Gorillas, I mean, obviously you just sort of play your game, but they're just looking for that one moment, that one opportunity where they either break through a spawn, get the triple cap, whatever it's going to be, and try to set themselves up for a nice lead. Because right now, you start on the good side, they got the AB set up, they're in a good spot.
Yeah, good start so far for LA. They control AB, and they're building themselves a little bit of a lead. I'm looking it over now from Astro Gaming listening to Atlanta FaZe.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, he got me.
Fucking bitch. Oh, we gotta win now.
I spawned in. Done. Yeah, we should all see. Oh, yeah, yellow. Go one back left. Nice, good shit. Go for the flip. No. There's something there, bro. Oh, yeah, let's go right. We can take our time, bro. I'm smoking off their side B. Spawn back left. Holding green. Get out. Get out. One hit down mid, and one P3. Bottom up, down. Nice, I got P3 still. Back edge. One's out of the place, only 2B. Alright, bottom up, top mid. Help me top. I have mid. I'll change the angle. I have stuff to be, dude. That was top up. Hey, bro, if you're top up, push it out.
Oh, let's go. We still managed to win.
This is mid, one's going green. One mid, one green.
Some fantastic communication chance, but I'm gonna be honest, 2.5 minutes in, Atlanta FaZe, no answer to the current LA Guerrilla setup.
Just killing it right now. I mean, you've had Blast just chilling in the back of that pretty much the entire time, watching any OE that might be coming through, but maybe a small opportunity. A Beezy, the lone man, he's able to at least get past this B margin, so his job right now, probably just go for the kills. Actually, no, his teammates just cleared out both things up in top L, so right now, FaZe, they should be able to storm this B flag.
Yeah, they have the numbers, but number 4, Vivid, what's his play going to be off spawn while he takes control of mid-map? And the pressure over to B will be pretty much almost instant here for LA Guerrillas, and Pinch now starting to develop. Unfortunately for Vivid, he can't spot exactly where the players from FaZe were, so FaZe do retake control of B. The question, for how long can they hold it? And LA can retake this relatively quickly. I've got to retake control of this in this match.
And obviously, score-wise, Gorilla's still in a pretty good spot, but I really think that they're going to need to at least get a neutralization of the B flag for a bit of time, because FaZe, with a minute and a half left, they're going to not quite tie this game up, but there's a difference between being down 20 points and maybe only 12. FaZe, they've done their job so far in this half, I think, and, well, now you see the play that I was talking about, making at least a neutralization. You got Saints that's worked his way over towards the C flag. Selim, though, dealt with them very quickly.
That would have been a massive moment there for LA Guerrillas. Saints wins that fight, potentially neutral in C. Of course, at that point, we can expect the spawns to go to absolute chaos. But either way, it would have stopped maybe a little bit of the bleeding. Still, though, it is Guerrillas with the lead. It's not really time to hit a panic button. But if they can get a break, if they can just keep that pressure on just a little bit, go into the second half with a more sizable lead, the best case scenario, finally they get that break over towards B.
And this is it. This is the moment. They're going to be able to get the B flag. The question is, can they hold off this push coming in from FaZe? That is 4 men. They're going to be running it straight down. You got Aqua able to pick up 1. There's the second. And it looks like Sim Falls is number 3. Job done. B flag held. And with 30 seconds left, it's seeming like the Gorillas are going to be able to, well, go into the half with just that 2 flag lead.
And again, the lead isn't going to be massive, but nevertheless, it is a lead. Again, the game mode LA Guerrillas have struggled with all weekend, still haven't won a map of domination, and this could be maybe their turning point. 86 to 69 the score with 13 seconds left on the first half. kills that follow really won't mean all that much. What will it be? About 19, 20 point-ish lead as we head into the second half.
And I would say right now, I mean, genuinely, job well done, I think, by both teams. Again, with FaZe starting on the rougher side, being down by 20. Maybe not the best thing in the world, but fairly normal. And I would say going into the second side, really, it's about that opening break. What can the Gorillas do to try to, not necessarily even get the B flag, but maybe just try to flip spawns, maybe throw something at the win, throw 3 players on the OE, have something. Because right now, that's the goal. Try to flip spawns as quickly as possible, get the A flag, make it yours. And that's really the key to success in the second half for the Gorillas.
All right, second half underway. How quickly can LA flip the map, or can they flip the map at all? We'll wait and see. And Celium's job, as you can see there, really just to make sure no one does overextend. The fight for B currently going on. LA with 4 players dedicated over towards that B flag. Slowly but surely it is being capped up by a BZ and Atlanta FaZe. For LA, no immediate pressure towards B. Can they push through? And that's the question. They're going to have a fair amount of time to do it, Chance. But all it does take, I guess, is one good push.
And actually what Gorillas have done, they put so much pressure mid-map that when FaZe is responding to that, they basically just left the B flag open. They only had 1 player. So Gorillas, they put all the pressure towards mid, and as soon as they start getting cut down, then they double back and go into the point. So instead of going for the spawn flick, they're actually just going to be able to straight up take that B flag and putting all the pressure on the flip. Aqua has gotten through.
That is a big moment here. Aqua shuts down Celium. They still don't have full control of A yet. They're not feeling comfortable enough to go for the decap and cap, but I tell you what, if they do, Chance, there's a real big opportunity here that Atlanta FaZe could be trip cap. Decimate shooting through the smoke. He'll shut down Simp. 1 more player to his left. Unfortunately for him, he's stunned. Now Vivid finally, we won't talk about that, finally gets over towards A. The neutral should be enough. Now it's about just buying time, dancing around the players from Atlanta FaZe. Don't get turned on. That's definitely helpful as he flies straight back in towards the flag. Unsuccessfully, though. Saints, his job now to try and trade out. He knows there's 1 more player from Atlanta. It's Priest that he deals with that. And by God, LA Gorillas have done it. They flip the map. They get control of A. They get control of B. Atlanta, good luck. You have 3.5 minutes now to retake control.
And you got Vivid. Well, okay, well, Vivid got killed, but I was going to say potentially might have been able to get the kill at C, and then it would add a triple cap. That might have been like the moment of the game, but already, again, you said the opening break needs to go away with Gorillas. It takes them a minute to flip the spawns, but they do it perfectly. So here we are. They got a 30-point lead, only 3 minutes left in this half. This is their game to lose. Gorillas, they have it in their grasp.
They find their first domination victory this weekend, forced them up 2-1 in the series, while Decimate is not slowing down. He'll find 2, he'll find 3, beautifully done. LA, full control of B, no pressure currently at A. 2 minutes 42, 130 to 96 the score. Atlanta FaZe, if they don't break this push realistically, they're going to have some big problems, and you may actually be able to just wipe them out completely until Sully, but I don't know how he does it. It's as if people just start missing when they shoot towards him, but don't worry, Blast is there to trade out effectively. He'll get himself 2. Shelly is still alive, but Puck being a menace, but the lead, 38 points with 2 minutes to go.
And right now, honestly, we just need to tip the cap to Decimate as well. He just went on a 7 spree before he got chopped down. I think he's got maybe 26, 27 kills in this game currently. I have to imagine leading the lobby. So game number 1, it might have been Blast put up the big numbers. Well, this time it's going to be Decimate trying to run through. But as you say that, full thought, that is going to be a bunch of bodies on B. And look at no time wasted. Screw getting the B flag. Let's try to flip those spawns. They are pushing straight through.
Yeah, they recognize the importance, but bear in mind number 4 on the minimap. LA Gorillas is Vivid. Actually went over towards C just to reduce any damage to be possibly caused. That's going to be neutralized. Meanwhile, you can catch up by Atlanta FaZe, and LA do keep control at least for now on the A hill. If you're, honestly, you're Vivid over towards C, it doesn't really matter if you lose the gunfight, which he does, you still have control of A. Minute 30, the lead, a sizable one. Atlanta, they have to push for a trip cap.
Have to push for the trip cap, but again, it's not easy. You got a couple players for the Girls just turning in the back, and of course, they're spawning there as well. Major Maniac, all his teammates have fallen. He gets hunted down and dropped, and more importantly, you're going to have that AD set up potentially once again, unless he got selling, who might be able to make the play over top. He was able to take down Vivid, but either way, even the neutralization, it's a massive lead. This game is over. The game is over. It's 162 to 118. It's done.
I know you're a man of stats. You love numbers. But this series, LA say, throw your stats out the window. 1-8, only there in game. Atlanta FaZe. Round 11 search and destroy, nail-bitingly close short. Atlanta take that. Haven't won a dom all weekend. It's probably been their weakest game of the year. And here they are, blowing Atlanta FaZe out the water. The way they flipped the match so early in the second half was beautiful to watch. Because of that, LA Guerrillas go 2-1 up in the series. Atlanta FaZe, I mean, they're in trouble. They're in deep trouble right now, Chase.
2020 is a wild year, Ben. This is just one of the most unpredictable years of all time. It's got to be, but again,
oh my God,
he's not losing gunfights if you haven't been able to tell. 33 and 19, just a phenomenal performance from him. So tip the cap in that direction. At the same time, again, you pointed out the opening break in the second half. It was all the pressure. Not even doing this quickly. Like, they took their time. They knew what the game plan was. Threw maybe 3-4 players hanging around the mid-map area, and then as soon as they had the clearance, as soon as FaZe responded to that pressure, then everyone flipped, wait to attack that B flag, and then, well, they turned that into the spawn flip later on. Rokkr gets through, so plays all over the map. Guerrillas, a team that came to this tournament to play. And I said before, again, their main goal, not just to win this tournament, to win these series, whatever. They're trying to get out of the bottom of the standings right now. They came into the tournament at 12th. I think right now they're at like 10th or something like that. But they want to get out of that bottom 4. And to do that, they're going to have every tournament for the remainder of the year. They're going to at least pretty much need to get out of groups in one of those tournaments. They don't necessarily have to win, but they're going to have to like get that second place. They're going to need one tournament where they get at least 30. And of course, all this depends on how things work out. But dude, if they get past FaZe here, I mean, that's job well done.
It definitely is. And I know you mentioned it, but I have to give it credit again. Decimate finishes 33 and 20. An incredible performance out of him. And it's not necessarily just even about the numbers, but where he was getting those kills crucial. The streaks he went on at the right time, massive for LA. They now find themselves up in the series 2-1, where game 4, statistically speaking, in this series at least, it's their best chance of winning in respawn, so yeah, not really sure what that means.
Still better for FaZe, right? Like, it's still, like, across the board, it's still better for FaZe, but yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. That's a better opportunity. At least I would have thought for the respawns. Like, this is going to turn out, if the Guerrillas win the 3 respawns and lose the S&D, I'm done making predictions for the rest of the year. Like, I'll give you the stats and the analysis, like, sure, but if you ask me what I actually think, I'm going to be like, but I don't know. I just don't know.
Wow, Guerrillas up 2-1 against FaZe on that series.
I want to just have a quick throwback there to game number 1. Take a look at our PS4 damage dealt leaderboard. Again, from game number 1, simply led the charge for have to deal with Atlanta FaZe, who
I'll go, and then, well, FaZe, if it happens.
Hard point on Hackney Artist.
Hypothetically, let's say Dallas in the final scenario, like, everyone that had the top 3 teams, or even if it's 4, like the top 4, whatever, if that's the run they make, like, oh, dude, I don't know. I mean, again, you have to get there. I'm not trying to jinx anybody. The fat lady has yet to start. Like, she hasn't even begun her vocal warm-up yet, so, like, we still have plenty of Call of Duty left to play, and we're going back to Hackney Yard to the hard point.
I'm going to be up for LA Guerrillas. We're just playing this map from game, but of course, in game 4, we'll get the hard point underway, and it only makes sense to start on board with this man, Decimate. He took over in game 3, and he played as well as he did there. There is a very realistic chance that LA win this series simply by winning all of the respawns.
The respawns, you talk about trying to win them, though. Well, that's the best start FaZe could possibly have to be the antithesis to that. You already got put scorching hot, by the way. Just surging through, like getting the kills, no time wasted. FaZe, they just sent players that traverse the entire map as quickly as they possibly could. They are very aggressive and trying to flip these spawns as quickly as possible, and obviously, for good reason, it's what they need to do.
Yep, this definitely is. Such a big money hill on this map. For Atlanta FaZe, though, they pick up a ton of time already on P1. The lead 29-3. Finally, LA apply a little bit of pressure. However, have Atlanta done just enough to put the spawns and no key gunfights won by LA? They lock it down with rotating 15 seconds.
Oh, shit, they're right there, too.
Coming in from the Guerrillas, and one players up top. Blast, well, it's going to have an interesting situation where he's got to check 37 different things, and Priest well takes advantage. And of course, well, Guerrillas still again with that sticky spawn, but by no means is it going to be clear cut, because again, you got Priest as still spawn killing some, he's able to pick up 2. That is very nice kill feed. Unfortunately, though, you see where Guerrillas are spawning? Right on top of the hill.
Yeah, you still have to break the hill. LA Guerrillas could make a comeback here. I want to send it over to an Astro Gaming listener.
So my own teammate kills me. How nice.
One shot.
Alright, we need to get to the next.
I hear you on the scap.
Yeah, I'm drinking some beer for you.
Stand by to
I have your left hand. I'm looking at business. You can get here. Help him right. Major, major, Hold green, make sure hold green. Hold green, guys, hold green.
Oh, shit, he's weak, too. Did he get him? Well, I got the assist. So
Yo, what's the minute? Be done. I need a top green. That's it.
Those on the wall, one shot.
I'm set up top green.
Wow.
Wait, are you missing one?
I'm not looking.
Okay, almost breaking into the hill with a double kill, moving in shots spinning down, but Preset leading the way. Third line of phase. It's ironic enough because we talked about it in game number 1. If there's ever a couple of players starting a little slow, Preset more than happy to pick up the slack.
And I will say, just to touch on the Astro listening right there, of like, I don't know if all those players can understand each other, but I'd be willing to bet that if you listen to every single listening we could have done for Gorillas the entire year, that's the most energy this team has ever had. And again, I don't know if it's going to get a little bit messy in the comms. I don't know if they need to calm it down a little bit, but something to at least think about. But you can tell they're feeling a lot better now than they had this entire year. But it's going to be difficult because Major Maniac, by the way, is also right now on like a 6 spree on top of the 8 spree that Priest went on earlier. So FaZe, they're not going to be happy about potentially.
Minute 57 in the hard point with only 5.
He gets himself a double. He may actually knock on the door and get a third. Not going to happen.
Got a lot of time.
Trades are there though. Atlanta FaZe really starting to accelerate into game number 4 and build himself an even bigger lead, 110 to 51. However, track back to game number 1. Basically a similar story at about this point.
Basically a similar story, but this time maybe it feels a little bit different to me. I mean, just thinking about the stat lines that are coming in from FaZe right now. We talk about their usual main players are having fine games. I'm sure, don't get me wrong, but Major Maniac and Presto have been lighting the kill feed up. But either way, you talk about similar stories. Actually, it is pretty close. 80-point lead right now, but now we get a money hill for Gorillas where realistically in the gun runner, they only had 2 hills where they had like a ton of success on, but it just happened to be the 2 money hills. We saw the first time around on P2, they did not have a lot of success. They got broken through. They're going to need to get near full 60 on this one.
Honestly, that deserves a ton of credit, I guess, just for composure's sake, if nothing else. As Atlanta FaZe do finally break through 30 seconds, so that's actually a pretty important break here for Atlanta. Keep the pressure on LA.
You got Major Maniac right now, 20 kills. Again, it's not a score line he honestly ever needs to put up. It's not his job to be putting up the kill feed, but again, he felt the pressure and he said, all right, guys, don't worry. I'll just get this one myself. 22 on a 6 spree. I think that's his 2nd or 3rd 6 spree potentially just this game. Major Maniac putting on, but at the same time, Gorillas on this hill did a pretty nice job. Not quite the full 60 they might have hoped for, but still, they did a nice job of chipping away at that lead, chunking it down by maybe an extra 30 points that game for themselves.
Yeah, very well played so far. Now, though, the big question for me is, can LA flip the map? They did so with great success in the domination. If they can do it again here, and honestly, the lead Atlanta will have after P1, you might not have to worry all that much. And Vivid, the key component.
All right, you guys,
so
we are running short on time here. I know I started the stream a bit late. But I'm going to give you some of the results right here. And then we'll just listen to the final match. The final series together.
They've clearly established themselves as a threat. Again, they're respawning.
So Atlanta FaZe ends up winning against Los Angeles 3-2. And then the next match was the Mutineers against the Dallas Empire. So FaZe are in the finals. I'll tell you guys right now what the score was for this Florida game here in just 1 second.
During the Minnesota Rokkr home series this weekend, we will be raising money to stop police brutality and help rebuilding efforts in Minnesota. Our players have
Like I
chosen to wear
said, you
this
guys can go
message
check these videos out on the Call of Duty League
No, we play
YouTube
chicken.
channel or on the
Slow around.
website.
I'll take that.
Oh
I
shit.
think this is a 2v5.
Less than a minute.
What
Florida
a series
won.
that was.
So it's
They're
Florida
going to the
and
finals of the Minnesota Rokkr home series.
Florida and
What an
Florida
absolute
and
gauntlet
FaZe
that was from both teams.
in the final.
A tremendous amount of respect for both squads.
Start the clock.
So let's see who won this series.
This is our crazy event. One of the most stacked groups we've had throughout the entire season.
Atlanta FaZe were Florida champions. Zion, a huge touch.
Let's send them home.
Dallas Empire's second home series win.
Not one, not two, but three places are huge for Dallas.
Alright, looks like this first map for them is a hardpoint gun
I don't know
runner.
what to expect, man. I don't know what to expect.
Hardpoint
But this is a
gun
good
runner,
map for
so
both teams. You can see at the bottom of your
let's see how
screen,
good they
FaZe
do.
6-3, Mutineers 4-2. They have both been solid here. Who can be better and take this game one?
Three
Because
Captain
Nameless said the hard
Prices,
points are
guys.
huge. You said map one is huge. A lot of pressure on this one to get going.
Yeah, those three losses, again, are in map one in pretty critical series. We just saw it with Gorillas. We saw in the final a few home series ago. And one of the big things that we saw earlier today was really around that second hill, the depot. I think Gorillas out-rotated them every single time. We'll see if they make some adjustments. And a BZ right off the start trying to make those rotations. And there you go. There's the adjustment. He makes the play.
Whoa!
There is the play.
He was right
I
there.
saw a bunch of people on Twitter vocally is kind of blasting FaZe about their rotations and how they never seem to rotate. They just seem to have the gun skill to break in and get it done. I don't know if it's going to work here against how good
why
the
didn't
Mutineers
you
have
kill
been. So you
him?
just have to keep an eye on that
There you
discipline.
go.
And so good, so far so good. They've got the right side of the map covered.
Not a lot of time earned here. I think I heard Chance talk about it, like the average is like 14 points, which is the lowest that we typically see. Awakening trying to work the flank, but Priest is going to shut him down, selling him as well. So with 12 seconds left, it feels like FaZe have done their job. They got that flank, but can Frosty make the play for the Mutineers?
A quick answer is no. As Priesta will shut him down. Now we will switch hard points. And inside
Wow, good
we
shit.
go. How much time can FaZe now turn this into? The swarm coming in for Mutineers as they look for a break. Abizi tucked away in a pocket. They're able to take down one. The snap out front puts damage into a second as he tries to find the angle through the smoke. Sky's found an opening to get through. Two players from FaZe now spawning out. Mutineers have pushed out to the front. They've gotten to the back. That break is just simply too easy. Major Maniac really the last one here. If you're FaZe, you still have the parallel spawn, but that just happened way too fast. So I guess it doesn't matter. And FaZe rotate first, they rotate second, they look for breaks. And hard points are finding some struggles.
Yeah, that's where you just have to execute, right? That first set of kills has to come through. I think we saw 8 kills in a row before FaZe shut some players down. It was 3 streaks on the Mutineer side. A big break, and now working up to a 40-point lead as we rotate towards minecart. FaZe have another opportunity, but Awakening able to get some early kills. That will turn into some early pressure as Sky's trying to do what he can, trying to stay alive, able to take out Priesta with the pistol.
No, in the window.
Was trying to go on a pinch, and there is 4 dead once again. And this is what we saw. Like, this literally reminds me of when Atlanta did play Dallas in the grand final, because they were rotating, but it was the first set of kills that were just not coming in for Atlanta FaZe.
It literally seems like they're more comfortable when they have to break sometimes. Like, I don't know that I can think of that ever being a thing, really, in Call of Duty. Like, you always want the early rotation, pretty much. You always want to be set up first, but sometimes it just seems like FaZe is better when they're trying to break, and I know that doesn't make sense. I get that, but I don't know. It's like if they get antsy when they're set up early, it's easy to keep flying, but great job from Mutineers so far.
At least he tried.
They buffed through into another hard point. These will get ready for our next rotation over to Card. Set up early is going to be Skies, ready to do damage. He's got Havoc looking over him as well, as they're in a position now, have the early setup. Now let's see what they can do with it. Will FaZe be more comfortable on the break and maybe find some early success into the point? At least right away, Havoc says no, sir. That's a double from Havoc. And what a start it's been from Pharaoh. 12 and 7 out the game for him.
Confirmed. Defending them is critical.
And they talked about it, in the pregame. Priesta has had some very slow starts this tournament. 4 and 11 right now, and a guy who we know can just be so consistent. We'll have to watch his stat line, see if he can turn things around. We know he is such a pivotal piece for this team. FaZe, they're getting set up for the spawns on the left side of the map for Warehouse, and we rotate there, and they just do not want Florida to earn a lot of time, but Florida's going to fight for it. They get 3 kills. Phaser Maniac gets his turn with that MP5, but the trade is there. And I guess right now for FaZe, you're just trying to fight over mid-map control, keep them spawning deep on the right side of that map.
Yeah, Priest, triple negative, as you said. I mean, just for his career, there's just not many times he's had events like this. I mean, I can think of that time he was really sick at an event where he was struggling, but he was literally ill. Assuming he's feeling all right, I don't know what's going on, but it has not been a great event for him. And I think they're going to need him to find form to get this win. Granted, with the talent amongst the 4 other players, they can top the 2 up, but triple negative simply isn't good enough. But now FaZe, the chance to get right back into this and really tie up the game, and they can lock it down here inside of the Warehouse. Simp is set up in the back. The push still coming through. They still have 1 FaZe member and Priest over by Minecart that should be able to flank on in. The pinch there, though, for Mutineers. Can they come out on top? And again, they do it. They fly through. They get the final 20 or so seconds.
Yeah, I think you take this because you see that, well, what's next for FaZe is they're going to set up for first and second hill. You do have 1 player over there, that's Awakening, but that's going to be a quick trade. So you take the 30 seconds, you split most of this hill time if you're FaZe, but you set yourself up for 1 and 2 if they can hold it, because last time through, could they hold it? The answer was no. But do watch the tip of the minimap, or the top of the minimap. It's once again Awakening who's trying to make the play for Florida as Skies and Havoc go big on the hill.
Yeah, and he almost spawns up behind him. He's all the way at the backside of tracks. He is flanks the whole way around. Keep an eye on the minimap now for the spawns. As people continue to die with Awakening in that position, is it the difference? Awakening actually ends up taking down 2.
He just needs
and now trying to finesse his life so badly, but nobody else there in a position to do it, so he'll do it all himself. 3 drop, but he doesn't get the spawns. If anything, though, his position alleviates any and all pressure from the hard point.
Wow, guys.
Yeah, you start to earn some good time. But Florida's just been able to earn that. Now they have around a 50-point lead. They were able to flip that here.
Got him on the rope. Don't let you go.
I can imagine out there just running around. That guy just trying to run around the dome.
10 seconds left. You're going to earn that.
Trying not to get shot like that.
Awakening, trying to go all the way around. That's going to be that first gunfight, and I think off that they're going to try to fly.
Well, at least we survived it and get killed.
Another wondrous break.
That's always a good thing.
BZ's going to get ripped off the back after he takes down 2. Celine tucked away inside. He's just going to close the door for now. On the top side of it, they've won. Now you have to focus on the bottom side. A team kill does come in. His guys will take out Havoc with the Simtex. There's 1 more player in the back. It's actually Frosty who takes out 2 players. You still held for now if you're FaZe, but now the numbers simply too much for Mutineers. With 30 seconds remaining, they get in. I mean, it's a longer hold for FaZe, but eventually the result's still the same.
Yeah, it just feels like that. Well, I was going to say all the kills aren't coming at once for FaZe, and then they do it. They get 4 dead. Priest is able to find 2. They're going to earn these 15 seconds. They're going to put them in reach of 30 for the lead.
That's it, lads. On to the next round. Get ready.
Priesta has turned it around big time. I mean, I know he's only 13 and 20, but he was 4 and 12 at one point, so it's improved. Simp leading the way on one side, Pharaoh still leading the way from Mutineers. But out of Minecarts, Frosty the one inside the hardpoint soaking up the time. Priesta doing his best to make the play. Outside of Vent Room, over to Awakening's POV we go, his first ever home series final, as he continues to try and make a name for himself. What a talent he has been so far this weekend. Closer and closer, the Mutineers get to that 200-point mark and start to run away with this game.
Frosty just playing peekaboo, the card comes up with the knife, is able to get the kill. And teams are much better at holding Minecart, and it's really around that Pipes position.
Well, he got him.
Pharaoh goes. He's all the way in water, just basically putting Atlanta in a spawn trap himself. But that was it's going to be a 50 second hold, which puts them 50 points away from winning map 1.
It looks like FaZe's hardpoint woes continue this weekend at risk of losing another map 1
We'll see if Mutineers can close it out. I mean, they've got spawns for next. They've got position by the hard point. As quick as I say that, it is gone. As FaZe will now get set up inside with a flurry of kills. The Mutineers right back at it. Somehow, if you're FaZe, you have to hold this off. Think about a flip. But they're down nearly 100. And you just don't see comebacks like this really ever on this title.
No, you do not. Especially this map, right? You just have to do
that was a pretty good SND match, guys. I'm glad I got that.
Just comes down to winning so many gunfights, that disadvantages. Selly on a 3 spree, kind of turning things around. He has a slow map. Priest, BZ, really like the big 3 that we talk about, right? Like Selly and Priest, BZ, those guys who put so much pressure on the map, really having a slow game 1. The Simp, well, just does what Simp does best. Puts up 30, but he needs some help.
He certainly does. Now you've got to be flawless if somehow you can do it, but Frosty's still lurking towards mid, just there to put the pressure in the flank as soon as FaZe try to get through to the hard point. Awakening continuing to go big. What a first map it is in his home series final debut. 29-22, and there's the final seconds. Mutineers
250
get the convincing,
to 146.
convincing game 1 win.
Mutineers won the first game.
100-point club
They're up 1-0 against
FaZe. That
FaZe.
is a blowout. Mutineers, they run it from the get-go. And yeah, FaZe's map 1 woes. Joe, I didn't get you a gift, but
I'll take 5 gifts tomorrow. We'll do that.
5 gifts tomorrow? Okay, I like that. We're running it up tomorrow. But, all right, let's get into our club peak. As you stated, it is a lights-out map for the most part for FaZe.
Well, I think it's one, too. Like, if you're Florida, it's one that's gone the distance. I remember multiple round 11s for FaZe. The 7-2 could easily be like a 5-4. So it's definitely one they've shown weakness, but yes, they have a lot of repetitions on it.
And control them. Capture the objective.
And if it's gone deep, you think a lot of footage to watch too, to try to figure out how you want to play this. But it's offense for Mutineers, and it's Pharaoh with the snipe. Oh God, I remember it. In his career, he has hit some absolute doozies. We'll see what he can do. And on the other side, Simp with the opposite
our club peak SND is the
himself.
next game on this series.
Over Havoc as he works his way up ditch. They try to find an opening on the off-site. So number 7 mid-map, that's going to be Skies trying to keep them honest. And I think it's a BZ that's starting to work the flank. It's a while till he's going to get there, but perhaps he found an opening. If this Mutineers pushes slow, if it takes a while and it's just got slowed down because of Priesta, a BZ should be in a position shortly to put this to bed.
Yeah, it's already been pretty slow. They threw 2 smokes to try to bait out some nades, and they did just that, but what does that do? That buys time, as you said, for a BZ. He took the wide flank. He went all the way through back church, so that I think it was, they had 1 player middle of the map, or doesn't hear him as he goes through the flank. Atlanta FaZe, they start off with a bit of a 4-1 split towards the B site. They rotate over when the smokes go down. They make sure they don't get the plant. A BZ goes on the flank. He's able to find a multi-kill.
Yeah, I think if maybe you win at the front, then you're able to kind of have somebody focus the flank and worry about it. But as soon as the first blood went to FaZe, suddenly all the focus has to be at the bomb site. It's wide open for a BZ.
Early round 1 on the flank, you expect your player mid-map to basically hear the player, right? You don't have dead silence early in round 1, so I think they're just playing. I didn't hear anything, so we don't expect him to go all the way through.
Smoke out for FaZe as they start to work their way forward towards the site. Havoc lurking up close here past the mound. I mean, he's basically in a position to play a massive disruption
He's stuck
to this FaZe push, but now that he's been spotted, Simp is going to hit the snipe. The nades are going to connect onto Havoc, and very quickly you've got 2 down for Mutineers.
Yeah, it was just stuck in that spot. You're hoping for an early first blood.
Got my teammates
Smoke
coming back behind me.
Skies does find a BZ. There's one player lurking. Awakening got into a great position. He was able to lurk. He finds one, but Zelium is there for the trade to give them the man advantage. And this time it's Major Maniac on a late flank. He finds the opening in the defense.
Caught me off.
Yeah, 2v1 for Skies.
Whether offense or defense, they're being very, very painful. Just 3 kills. We'll see if Skies can work the clutch, but nope, the only thing that's working is a snipe bullet to his chest. We'll see it now from Simp. Give him a flip. And now, that was a little bit lower in the chest. That might have been more painful than I thought it was, Joe.
I think Skies is just hoping to get out the window, but I think he hits the ledge. It doesn't matter. Tough position for Skies. Awakening almost made the play. Zelium with a big trade gives them the advantage.
Let's go.
Let's see if they change anything up on offense. You got to imagine if they're going A, they're going to be a little bit more conscious of the flank this time, but screw A. They're going to do it up mid-map. Now they go, but a BZ.
I can't. For some reason, I don't know. Everyone says the MP5 has good range.
That's his job.
I call bullshit on that unless
they ready for Priest in the corner. They sure as hell are. Priest is going to get shut down. Sip now relocating to kind of watch that cross towards the B house.
But I've seen people do it.
As well as Major Maniac. He's got a ton of information that nobody's near.
He does this.
It's not possible.
He plays the trench, and I think Skies knows this. Look at Skies ready for it. I think he was watching the cross to his spawn. Just patiently waiting as a BZ's up top, and you see this inside. Major Maniac isn't going to get taken down by Pharaoh. So you have the man advantage, 3 versus 4. Who's going to be the first to go? Looks like it's going to be Sunny inside window.
Things start to fall apart because the BZ's going nuts. Almost 3 inside and 4 in the round. Now it's all the Skies. Who is across. Major Maniac got his position early in the round. He takes a stun to the forehead. So I believe a flash is right in through that top window.
They gotta hit the defuse though.
He has to hit one shot. Miss him. Can't hit the snipe.
He can't find him.
He can't hit the snipe, but he can't get the shots in. And they'll just get it diffused. I mean, Sip, I know he doesn't hit the shot. Maybe he's just a big enough of a distraction to make Sky's shot a little bit shaky.
He's up 3-0 on the hard
point. The door was closed for the defuse. I don't think he can find him. If that door's open, it's an easy kill.
How?
You're not a dick. You're a man. Most name brand bars and body washes you rub on your skin are plastic.
Yeah, that must be all it was. He just couldn't get on him. Couldn't track him for the wallbang. Skies just need to hit his shots on one player, just not able to do it. And it's 3-0 now for FaZe.
Oh, shit. So I got him right here.
They'll go right back towards this A site. Utility out.
Ow.
They want to soar.
Damn. And I probably would have died too. That's the most effed up part. I would have took so long to reload the animation that I would have probably died.
We look, see what Simp can find with the sniper. Major Maniac once again going to be playing towards that offsite.
Right,
Frosty, I believe, is working up towards that house. We might have a gunfight on this side of the map here momentarily. We'll see if Frosty gets through.
Get ready to move.
His dead silence is about to run out. He's going to have to slow down. But he may have found the position, but look at the rotation. The rotation's coming through, but Frosty's going to spot it. Frosty position is going to spot that. Now just trying to play his light.
Oh, alright.
Bomb down. Awakening is going to find a BZ who was on alert. Frosty stays alive, finds his second kill. But the most important one was the first one. That was the bomb carrier. He was able to catch the rotation.
Well, he almost gets gifted, right? Like, he tries to get that dead silence while he gets to the flank, but it runs out, as he said. Now he has to slow it down, and it ends up being perfect for the rock back, right? He's got a perfect line of sight on bomb carrier. Everything gets shut down there. Hell of a play from Frosty. Major Maniac, I don't think he was in that position.
I killed the guy in the hard point,
You're relying on him from that spot to say, hey, it's all clear, go ahead and rotate. Frosty plays Twitter.
Alright, let's get to the next one.
A much needed round now from Mutineers. Finally, something up on the scoreboard.
Get ready to move.
Major Maniac Gets that first blood, and, well, maybe a little bit of revenge from last round. We'll take out Frosty.
Yeah, it's a 4-1 advantage now. First bloods for the Atlanta FaZe. That could reflect the score here soon. What do you want to do if you're Florida? 30 seconds off the clock. You're down a man, trying to find an opening. Abizi isn't giving you that opening. Maybe you go for a dead silence play. Pharaoh's going to pick up the bomb. Major Maniac, though, finds the opening. Now it's down to Awakening and Pharaoh.
We can't lose this, guys. Come on.
Can they clutch up in the 2 versus 5?
Can't let them take this hard
2v4 thanks to Pharaoh's pick. There's another one. 2v3 now. 30 seconds to go. Pharaoh's picking him apart. Oh, it is close. Simp might feel that bullet whiz past his shoulder. He's going to gun Major Maniac. Now it's 2 versus 2. 20 seconds to go. Is this happening? What was a 2v5 for Awakening and Pharaoh? Now a chance to do it, but Celium may have just shut it down. Bomb is going to get picked up. He tries to track back for the plant, and Simp hits the shot, but they made it interesting in a round that looked unwinnable.
Pharaoh made it interesting, right? I think you were talking about it. He's got some swagger to it, especially to his snipe game at times. He just plays a little bit aggressive with it. We saw it a lot in Call of Duty World War II.
He hits that shot
on the Simp. Just sort of does what he wants.
He hits the shot on the Simp and then guns Major Maniac. I mean, who knows how that round goes? Yeah, I think swagger is the right word there for sure. 6 and 5 now from Pharaoh, but unfortunately, they're in a 1-4 hole. Priesta again, though, man. Like, I mean, you're up 4-1. Who cares? But something just seems a little bit off this weekend. But it's Simp with the snap yet again, and Abizi with the bunny hop across mid.
No.
And Havoc put to bed. Abizi is a sicko.
It's just, I think that pole messes with that second player that he's able to bunny hop behind. A couple of those bullets go through. That allows him to win the second. The hit marker, he's still alive. He's getting the point down. Will the nade connect and stop it? No. Priest is going to
get in there. Get in there.
Have the man advantage again. Well, a large man advantage, as Pharaoh is the last one left.
He got this, Pharaoh. No problem. You're dead. Let's try. 5-1 now. 4 FaZe and Abizi, man. That's just, whew. Yeah, you can credit the pull. You can credit whatever you want, but a nice little bunny hop.
Come on, guys. Fucking no.
Great movement from Abizi. And
they're just too set up right there.
That round gets ended by that great play.
The soap you shower with? I'll let you in on a little industry secret. Most name brand bars and body washes you rub on your skin are classified by the FDA as synthetic detergent. It's not even real soap. But not Dr. Squatch. We make our soaps with natural ingredients from the earth. Ingredients like oils, plants, goat's milk, Greek yogurt, oatmeal, shea butter.
God, fuck.
No.
This is what happens when you don't have good teammates, guys.
I'm just quickly going to look at the vetoes just to see what searches they went again. So Nitro and Ramaza. So maybe they don't want to play them on Piccadilly either.
7 kills.
But
holy shit!
I said just such a strong map.
There's not an easy choice. There's not an easy choice.
It just comes down to their practice with Awakening.
I got 2 minutes in the hard point though. Look at that shit.
About 1 round away from tying up this grand final, and Joey won't have a 3-0, which I'm in love with that concept.
Well, you've had a few 3. I think we have what, 1 3-1?
1 3-1 and 2 3-0s. Yeah, it's been. Yeah. Well, we are 3 of the 4 games that weren't 5-game series. But now we got a chance for an extended one. The first blood does come in from Mutineers, so Awakening tacks on another one to that. As they try to stay alive in this game too, see if they can somehow pull off a crazy comeback. But so far it's been clinical from FaZe, and Abizi again. 2 more as his position inside of the B house pays off.
That's just, you got to check a corner, right? And which corner is it? This time he's behind the bomb. Florida still in it, but Abizi goes on the flank. He has dead silence. 12 and 4 from Abizi. He's able to stay alive, dodging so many bullets, and Celium has his back. Now it's all down to Skies, and yeah, he's going to shoot the TV antenna because this one is over.
Well, Joe, you know how I asked you how important would Abizi be to this game, too? It looks like it was very important. As it wasn't even necessarily the first bloods, which I know he had a couple, but more in the mid-game when he was finding those multi-kills. He is just an absolute tank of a player, Abizi, dominating in the game, too. And that'll tie us up at 1-1, 13.
So this should be a good one.
Yeah, some of those impressive results.
The next map is it's a domination on St. Petrograd.
And I feel like teams have gotten better at it, right? Just recently, it just feels like they've really started to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's from a spawn standpoint. It just seems so chaotic at first. People have been getting a little bit better at manipulating it or playing to their strengths for sure. This time, it's not Frosty with the knife, but it's Celium, the butcher, that's able to make the play at B. Sip still trying to finesse around Restaurant, but the B cap is in early for Mutineers. So right now, if you're FaZe, you've only got A. What's the game plan here? What's your plan of attack, Joe?
Well, you got to try to get inside Hazmat, and I think that's what Priest was trying to do, up top in that window, and just cut off the angles, make it tough as you try to capture B. And then when you have an A-B setup, we saw Dallas do it a couple of times this weekend, where you try to flip C. You would love to have that C flag. That's where you can really set up that 3 cap. But we'll see what Atlanta wants to do. Celium's going to be the guy I was talking about, trying to attack their home flag. Simp picking up the pinch, and this could be a massive play here, but Skies is on top of it.
Well, they're working desperately to try and get this flip. I'd love to hear what the comms sound like as they work for it. Let's go to an Astro Gaming listen-in with Atlanta FaZe.
Trophy B. One's on B, one's on B. One shot, absolute. Nice, good shot. Nice, 2 down. Sorry. Yo, BSN Havoc. He went court, we need to start spawning BSN, bro. All these kids are going to be useless until we start spawning them.
Keep them intact.
We're hitting water. They could be water sleep. Back tree. Nice, good shot. Just try to stay alive, kitchen. I'm trying to stay at BSD. We're gonna work top. We should work top together. Nice, I'm be awakening. I'm gonna try to go top. Actually, dead. Nice, swing off. Spawning BSD. Yeah, BSD kill me. He's went back to C. Yeah, I saw BSD. One might be behind the man. Yeah, I'm trying to go to kitchen.
Oh shit.
Mid tracks. Mid top. He's absolutely going mid top. Dead track. Nice. That was Havoc. Nice. Sit down. Three. Spawning back there. No one's mid.
Let's go.
Well, the comms a little bit chaotic as they were getting 3 cap there for a moment, but they're able to flip the strip and get CB control rather quickly. Down 25, but now at least you got the position you want, but a bit chaotic for a moment there.
Well, and I love what I heard from Simp. It's like we have to start spawning at BS&D or all of these kills are going to be useless. And what happens when you're spawning around this area where they're at right now is you can put pressure at C and you try to flip the spawns A, and that's exactly what they did. They had to execute on the kills at C, or what happens, you end up in a 3 cap, and which still could happen, but they were able to do so. They were able to get out of that trap. Now can they get B back?
Oh, shit.
They should be able to. It's based on the minimap. They've got a chance to at least get the neutral and maybe the cap. But pushing in from that bottom side of the map will be Mutineers. It's so close to getting capped, and they stop it. Skies is going on a tear as he picks up a triple around that B site. Major Maniac tries to answer with a double of his own. But now the pressure through to C, it's Farrell.
And this is what I was talking about, right? You push through BS&D like Florida has. You see that Atlanta spawns towards A. And now they have to get these kills towards C. They're able to do so. They're going to flip the script very quickly. So a good job done by Atlanta, a better job done by Florida to quickly respond.
They're up just over 30 now. As 6 arrows set up around mid-map at B. The vie for control. Frosty still tucked away in the steps, is able to take down Simp in a good position to look over B. but this is going to be a very, very healthy lead for Mutineers going into the second half. The one good thing for FaZe is you'll be spawning on the stronger side, but now you're at risk of a 3-cap. Things could get very ugly. It's 5 in a row now for Pharaoh, 3 in a row for Awakening. Everybody lighting it up. Just look at the stats on the side of the Mutineers. They are having their way with FaZe Clan right now. This has been sensational stuff from them.
Yeah, again, it's Priest and Abizi, and respawns at times just not playing too well. Priest has just had a rough series overall individually, and he's had some rough moments this weekend. Trying to get B to reduce this, but what, 46 points? Could go up to 50 by the time this is done. It's a rough one.
I think our argument for teams like FaZe is that you can sort of get past the dud because you have so much strength in your team, but there's a difference between a rough map and a 3 and 15. Like that is just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Because they set it up. I mean, anytime like there was that moment that FaZe could have broke through, they could have had CB.
Florida won 107 to 56.
Flips it. They get C back. Like there could have been a point where this is only maybe 10 points for Florida, and you feel really good if you're FaZe going into it. But they're able to regain control. Then they put them into the trap. A beautiful half. That is why they are 7-1 on this map.
Yeah, and we talked a lot about FaZe living in the chaos, but there was Mutineers. Like when it got scrappy, when they needed to flip, like you said, they were able to do it. Just really, really strong stuff out of the Mutineers. They put up 107 points in the first half, up 51. Now, FaZe have had some crazy ones. They was against Subliners where they had that, what was it, like a 50-point comeback where they had nearly a 70-point swing in a dom. Like they've done some nutty stuff like that, but man, it is not going to be easy. At least you have the seaside control, but as I say that, it's Havoc sneaking through.
Right there by the buses.
That's Abizi, right? I mean, you would imagine with the Celium and Abizi, the way where they just spawned, yeah, you have to recognize someone snuck through. Major Maniac, he's going to be the man on top of it as they try to get back to it. Priest, he's on the other side of the map. There are so many skirmishes going down on each flag. This could result in a game right here at FaZe. They don't win it, and they did it. Pharaoh, Frosty, were able to win both those gunfights.
Yeah, because it's more than needing a 2-cap right now, right? You need a 2-cap, a neutral, a 3-cap at some point. Like, you need a lot of help.
It's possible, but it's got to happen quick.
Yeah, still 4 minutes to go, but
you see what happens when they play so aggressive. There's openings, right? You have to play so quick. Guess who sneaks through? It's Pharaoh, neutral C. I love that play. Play your lead, play the clock. You're out of there. Your teammates are still doing a great job at B. They find 3 kills, and now it's 2 in a neutral for Florida.
Yeah. When I said 2 in a neutral, I meant FaZe need that. With Mutineers having it, this lead is just going to grow more and more. This is an old-fashioned stomping. As FaZe have been throttled in this map 3. Whew. That is impressive. Impressive stuff for the Florida Mutineers.
Came back behind me.
Just look at that stat line. Skies, and I mean, we know what kind of a talent he is, and he has maps like this from time to time, and I think it's why we started to believe in Mutineers early, is just because of the gun skill, because of the talent you had, and then sometimes they trick us, and they have poor events, and we get confused on how good they actually are. Well, here's the swift reminder that they can
you and I have had this discussion. Like, you would just take their core. Like, you know Skies can be a superstar. You know Pharaoh can be a superstar. You know that Frosty has the ability to do so. We're not even sure if we've seen the best of Frosty yet. And then you have a solid Surge player and really what's turned into a leader in Havoc. You add a young talent in Awakening, and you're starting to see what happens.
Can they get the results more consistent, and can they close out this final? Because they might be done with the map 3, but they're not done with this series yet. Not a whole lot left to highlight in this map. They were up 50 in the first half, now up 70. FaZe have been beaten, battered, and world starred by the Mutineers. Now you have a 2 in a neutral, but it's just going to be too late for FaZe. You needed this 2 minutes ago, or maybe to open the half.
Yeah, maybe 6 minutes ago.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Now it really just comes down to whether or not FaZe can continue that kind of 50-50 win rate and hardpoint. I mean, They haven't been
They
good in
threw a
hardpoint
grenade on
by
the
any stretch of the
fucking
imagination, but when they've needed to pull one out, when they've needed to
They
go
timed
big,
that perfect.
they've been able to win that map 4 and clutch up. They're going to have to do it here once again, which is going to be difficult because we're going to be headed to the Mutineers hardpoint pick, right, as you said?
Yeah, it's Hackney Yards, right? It's a strong map for FaZe. I don't think they have many weak maps. We saw them just, who they just played against Gorillas in the semifinal, which got, them to a map 5. So, it's one that they have a fresh repetition on.
Familiar territory for sure, since it's so recent.
But that was one, if I remember correctly, that Priest, that was probably his best game, was on Hackney Hardpoint this entire weekend. So we'll see if he can turn around. I know we put a lot of spotlight on him in his performance, but he's going to have to turn it around there.
Haha, bitch.
He's picked it up a bit after the 3 and 14, 3 and 15. I mean, it reminds me of the map 1. Like, he starts triple, quadruple negative, and then from there plays even. It's just the starts. The starts have been so tough for him.
Hey, 27-11 is ridiculous from Skies, because we don't typically see those sort of numbers with the main AR. What we see a lot of the times main AR is a lot of defense towards that C flag. Is just having some fun now with the knife. Usually your main AR has like your lowest engagements on this map because the way you have to play it on the train tracks. But 27-11 is just a ridiculous stat line from Skies.
If I remember correctly, isn't this
177 to 132.
Like on dominations when
that
they
brings Florida up.
And now, I mean, if you're Skies, you don't have to do that, right? You get to stay in your comfortable. I would imagine with Mox's struggles, that was probably something that he preferred. At least I would think so. Now with the change in the.
All right, let's see. Next one is a hard point on Hackney Yards.
5 and 2 for Florida, 4 and 2 for Atlanta. One of those wins coming today against the Gorillas. So see if they can step up. And if you're watching some players, I'm looking at a BZ and Priesta. How do they perform when their backs are up against the wall?
You know what?
Here
Maybe
we go.
I should be using my suppressor.
Yeah, you said it was Christini's kind of best map maybe this weekend. Can he do it? But we're going to start
just so I don't make that mistake
Tim's
again.
POV. Now the good thing, you've got the strong spawn if you are FaZe. He's looking to maintain that side of it.
If Florida win this game, then
he's not going to be able to do it into the hard
won
point.
championships yesterday.
Atlanta FaZe.
I already saw this, but this is for you guys.
Quickly with the answer to be Major Maniac with 2 now in his back pocket. It'll be him and Zim kind of holding the cross.
Or did FaZe
Frosty soars on in.
We will find out.
Yeah, just some insane movement from Frosty, some insane movement from Celium. He's able to find a double. Some nice early time.
If you're in the live chat right now,
I
haven't checked it yet. I saw that there was some comments.
Maybe Florida
can still in here. Who do you think won?
Atlanta gonna want to play a little bit more conservative as they get set up for tire shop. And, well, what we've basically deemed at times the unbreakable. Can they break through?
Yeah, that is the question. Mutineers have a frustrating 60 seconds ahead of them, or do they? Let's go straight to an Astro Gaming listen-in with the Mutineers.
We have the ball.
One screen.
Go.
I'm nading Q1. I'm hard nading. I'm dead. I have a trophy outside with him. You have to get down. Go sit. Everybody come down. Everybody come down. I'm getting middle. I need the middle. They're gonna be coming. Yo, middle. Come first. You got first. I'm tired. There's like 4 times tired, bro. One shot. Low hill. I'm getting out. Get that down. Back window. One more. Oh, they spawned there. 16. Yo, we fucked out. Play this. Come and get initial with first. I'm easy across the green. Listen. What the bottom is like a pretty in green. Fork dead. No P1 door. One in green already. One top green already. I have green. Average cap from the window.
Mutineers, they do a good job of the opening transition to tire shop. It's not nearly the lead you might have expected FaZe to have. what worked for the Mutineers.
No!
Just was their push right off the start.
Little boyfriend there with him.
And he found 2 or 3, and they put enough presence on the hill. They got so many kills in a row that they got those spawns near that parking lot, and they win another fight. I will say, though, Atlanta did a good job fighting back, not giving up all the time, but a big break, a small win for Florida.
Wow.
And I think the last I saw the scoreboard up, it was Simp this time starting slow. Yeah, it just feels like somebody for FaZe just can't get going out the gate. And as much as they're struggling, it's prop to the Mutineers on starting hot.
Damn, match point.
Skies wins another gunfight. As you can see, the fight's happening topside and bottom floor as well. I gotta love the picture-in-picture. Gonna show you both sides of this hard point. What can Pharaoh now do? A little slide cancel across. You kind of saw there, like, the change now with Merc foregrip gone. Like, that hip fire there is such a faster kill, right, with Merc foregrip. A little bit different now. You see the change all weekend.
Yeah, you're hardly seeing any hip fire kills. And there were some ones that were pretty bonkers in events in the past. But Florida are going to break through as we take a look at our scoreboard. Yeah, Sip 4-13, started to turn things around now. A solid life. The good thing for them, Major Maniac, Celium, Abizi all playing well. They're still in this one. They have the spawns for docks as we're going to rotate over towards that left side of the map. Celium fighting for the rest of the scrap time. And one thing I noticed early on was Florida was running a 2AR setup, and that can punish your subs. Guys like Priesta, guys like Simp, you're just running into M4s.
Well, that was the thing that Rokkr did that really kind of hurt FaZe at the beginning of the year, right? When they were first struggling, when it first seemed like somebody kind of slowed the game down, they struggled with it. That's exactly what it was. The Mutineers can keep it rolling, but
right there.
A chance for a lead change now. FaZe can continue to hold, but the problem is they've got Pharaoh in their second story. Sip comes in for the knife, and Pharaoh puts him in the dirt. Pharaoh keeps on rolling. 21-12. 4 in a row for Pharaoh. The break is into the Mutineers, and Pharaoh from the top was doing them dirty.
No way.
This reminds you of Gunrunner. They get early setups. They're not executing your first set of kills. Awakening did it on the second hill. This time it was Pharaoh who goes on a spree. They have to find those openers. They are simply just not. It's going to be a 60-point lead as we reset now and go back to our first hill inside a warehouse.
So good for Mutineers, and the hard point struggles continue for FaZe. Can they do it better this time? I mean, you need to get some time inside and hold down Tire Shop. They cannot be as scrappy as last time around. As you say, they've got to. It is 5 down. The clean sweep for Mutineers, the only silver lining, you're still on that side of the map if you're FaZe, but they're going to get a ton of time now on this hard point.
They are, and you see Pharaoh goes back to that M4. It feels like it's hill dependent when he wants to run that second one. 3 do come in. 30 seconds, though, earned by the Mutineers, puts them up to 150. Major Maniac with a big play. Able to connect with a nade, able to stay alive. Simps there now to help them, but they aren't ready for Frosty, who's there for the cleanup. Just trying to fight for this scrap time. How can they hold on to Tire Shop? Tire Shop, a good hold here will, bring them within 10.
And now, 100 points away from awakening at his first pro event, going through Huntsman, going through Empire, and going through FaZe to get his first ever tournament victory. Just wild stuff as the storylines for these young players continue to grow. But they're not out of the woods yet. As you mentioned, a decent hold here, or a strong hold here, and they're right back into the game. But Havoc trying to play the disruption yet again. On the pinch, it's going to be Awakening trying to collapse on through. Havoc's able to take 2 down. Awakening gets one on the other side of this. And he's now gotten into the hard point. They're at least disrupting some of the time spawning out. It can't happen, Clint. And that time after time, Mutineers break. FaZe can't hold. And I still can't decide.
Damn,
I guess
FaZe are getting their
series,
asses
I'd say it's all Mutineers, but it's been a trend for FaZe all weekend long. It is
they were getting their asses
kicked. They've got to go back to the drawing board in hard point, because it is just mistake after mistake.
You want to know what it is. What they do such a good job of is playing their life. They don't play around the objective. When I talk about the Mutineers, we were on board with Awakening. He was playing his life. And it was Havoc. He was playing his life, just playing for spawn kills. Because what that does when you stay alive, that causes the opposing team to panic. They can't get your cuts middle of the map. That buys you time for your reinforcements to push up. And you need your reinforcements to break that hill. You need numbers. You need 4 to 5 guys in that area. Right, and they have done it twice now. They did it at Docks. You see the kill feed. They are doing it again here. Florida Mutineers are just simply on point.
How many was that in a row? It's still going. Where's the last time? There we go. Easy. Thank you. Somebody from FaZe got a kill. That stretch was absurd. It had to be 10 to 12 straight for Mutineers. Still up 75-45 away from their second home series win. FaZe, you've had a lot of series comebacks. You've shown a lot of guts in coming back in these series. Can you do it one more time? And this map has provided some of the more insane comebacks. You've seen Empire do it. You've seen Rokkr do it. You've seen so many of these scenarios. But is the lead simply too big? Now, as you get inside of office, somehow if you're FaZe, you have to hold down office. And you've got to rally that right into Docks. But Mutineers, they just cannot let it happen. Darrow now over the 30-point mark. Look at the effort out of just basically everybody from the Mutineers. Just stellar stuff.
No!
Basilda is keeping FaZe in it.
Oh
They're
man, I
still
hope my
alive.
teammates get up there in
And
time.
it feels like this is one of like those hills where, you know, maybe Florida's not getting a ton of pressure because they really are trying to put emphasis on this Docks hill.
Hope he didn't
As
use
far as
it.
the game exactly. Do they hold? That is the question. Havoc's going on a wide flank, and I think he spawns them out. Havoc, because he goes on the wide flank, his teammates die. The FaZe flip is in.
The flank is fine.
Uh-oh, FaZe are going to come back.
Do not die, right? The communication has to be on point.
Oh no, Florida's got it.
Correctly. They did it on the first rotation. Can they do it on the second? 3 gonna go down. That's gonna apply some forward pressure. Pharaoh just staying alive, trying to get some spawn kills, but here comes Awakening. Here comes Havoc. The push is in.
Can they break him again inside of Docks? They did it so easily last time around. Now the parallel spawns are in, and it is just a swarm in and around the point. That 75-point lead has evaporated. Now down 11 is FaZe. They've gotten set up into the hard point, but there's still bodies there from Mutineers. What seems like it is going to be our first lead change in forever. Now coming through FaZe. Go out in front with 20 seconds remaining on the hard point. Now Mutineers look to get this scrap time, and all the focus is going to be on next. As we get into our third set of rotations, we'll look towards the map. Who's going to have the spawns? Who's got the spawns for Tire Shop, or do we even get there?
Do we even get there? And Skies is playing his life so well, but FaZe isn't going to worry about him right now. You have to focus the hill. It's Celium, it's Simp inside.
And it blew my body out the window.
It's a 3-man stack right now for FaZe. Can they hold on? They can win it here. Well, both teams can, and that's 4 dead. Major Maniac, he's going to win the mid-AR battle at Tire Shop. They have spawns if we go the distance.
And 2 of them spawn top Tire Shop. I don't know if Skies was ready for that, so 2 FaZe members going to be there. They've got Tire Shop control. They're set up in position to take it, but Mutineers can still win it. You can't even think about the spawns for next. You've got to close it out here if you're Mutineers. You've got to do it. 13 points now away from victory. If they look to hold off the FaZe onslaught, you said it perfectly. They are all in now, and they can do it. They've gotten the kills. Simp is going to be the last person here. He's got to try and disrupt. They just need a couple more ticks. Can FaZe contest? They've gotten it for now, but there's the clearance from the Mutineers.
Wow, 250 to 231. Florida Mutineers, holy
and they will get their second home series
3-1 against FaZe.
What a map it was. Woo!
That was a fun one. It was all Florida early on, and you know what? Sometimes they just do not go away, and they didn't. It was a big office hold. It was a big Docks hold to keep them in the game, and yes, FaZe, they did it. They were able to fight for Tire Shop if we went there, and that was it. It was if we went there, but guess what? We didn't. They're able to hold on. It's 37 from Frosty. It's 38 from Pharaoh. Woo! Everybody felt like they were just taking over at some point for Florida.
And one more time, your Minnesota home series winners, Florida Mutineers. They get their second, and I cannot gas up Awakening more. You come in, your first event as a pro, and you go through the top 3 teams in the game to get a win. if you're worried about the pressure of the final being too much, it's not as much credit as you can give to him and the core of this Mutineers team, but what a win it was. And I mean, props to FaZe. They were down 75, and they got to lead their Docs to have a chance to do it. They almost had one more miracle up your sleeve, but it's like, how many times can you do it if you're FaZe? It's like you pulled a rabbit out of the hat, but feels like 5 times this event. You couldn't have one more.
Search and destroy.
Well, you guys, that's the conclusion of that. So there you have it. Florida Mutineers were your Minnesota Rokkr Home Series champions this weekend. And that is their second CDL championship. That's fucking crazy. So they're up there in the top 4, that's for sure. They've earned it. So, we're gonna finish this match here, and then I think I'll send you guys on your way. So, let's see. Seem to be doing okay on this. We got some good games and we got some bad games in this stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed it very, very much. Oh, I know what I can do here in a second. Oh. Let's see where they come from.
Time's up. Move your asses.
Got this motherfucker.
Get to Alpha. Enemy bomb planted.
Oh shit, he's right there just camping. Get his ass! Haha. Yeah, 3-1, let's go. Oh no.
Fuse pulled. Good job, team. That's it, lads. On to the next round. Get ready. Switching sides. Search and destroy. Retrieve the bomb and hit those targets. We have the bomb. Move.
Sorry if I'm being really quiet, guys. I'm just trying to focus on the match. Oh, crap. Let's see what you guys have been saying in the chat. Hey, Tropical Gamer, thanks for the shout out, bro. Much appreciated. Hell yeah, 5 likes on the video, guys. Let's go.
Shake it off. Focus on the next round.
What was I watching, dude? I was watching the CDL Minnesota Rokkr Home Series Championship from yesterday. It's basically a professional Call of Duty, so hopefully if you come back into live stream, or if you're still here, or if you watch the video later on, I answered your question. But yeah, thanks for the shout out, bro. I remember tuning into your stream before, dude. Actually, I've tuned into a few of your streams, not just one. But yeah, bro. Thanks for the shout out.
Less than a minute.
much appreciated. See, guys, you gotta build a good community here. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Hoo-wee.
That's the way.
Let's go.
On to the next round.
He was gonna try to go for B.
Switching sides. Search and destroy.
Let's see, where should we go? Alright, I'm gonna try and grab the bomb and go for probably B.
Bomb is in play. Attack the weapon caches.
Well, I didn't grab it. Not my choice, but I guess... Going for A? What do you want to do? Let's go over here and kick some ass, dude. Oh, I got a double kill with the grenade. A popcorn kill. That's a first. Well, I don't think a first, but probably a first on a stream. It's sick. Hope you guys like that. Oh, man.
You have the bomb, let's go.
Oh no. Just gotta be really careful. Oh, let's go, let's go.
Make sure we keep it. Switching sides. Search and destroy.
You guys probably heard me watching the stream there.
Keep them intact.
Making sure you guys can hear me. Alright. Pop that up. Let's go in here. See if I can peek the door. It's gonna let me peek the door.
Less than a minute.
Screw it. I might be going for B. Whoa, 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 he's in the middle! Get him! Oh, he's gonna snipe his ass too. See if we can get a quick scope for last kill.
Bomb planted on Alpha. Defuse it.
What?
We're losing ground. Let's take it back.
Oh my lord. It's alright. You know what, now that we're not playing that, I should actually switch to game chat. Hold on a sec, guys, my bad.
ID, get to the bomb and move in. We've got the bomb.
Saw his little gamer tag pop up there.
Less than a minute.
Oh, got the assist.
Bomb is in play. Protect the carrier.
Oh shit. He's right in front of B. He's in front of the house over there.
Our bomb is set. Hold that position.
Right there, there he is. Over to your right a bit more. Towards the bomb. Right there. Good shit, GG.
Hardball, well earned.
Alright, you guys, that's going to be the end of the video here. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it, whether you were here during the live stream or you come back later and watch the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you thought about the video and stuff and everything. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video. Make sure you share it with your friends if you liked it. And yeah, you guys, that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna take one last bong rip, and I think for tomorrow's video, I'm gonna start at 5. I'm gonna do my best to stream at 5 o'clock. Don't know what game I'm gonna be playing at that time, whether it's Fortnite, GTA, Modern Warfare, God of War, Star Wars Battlefront 2, whatever I'm playing at 5 o'clock tomorrow, I'm streaming it. I'm not going to be really doing commentary per se, I'm just going to be playing the game. I mean, I will be talking, but I won't be doing like a CDL in-depth result video or something like that. So you guys are getting pure gameplay with me talking to people in the lobbies and everything. So yeah, you guys, I think that's going to be it for the video. Let's take this hit. Alright, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Peace out.